Hi drum sensors out there. For this session I thought I'd just look at a couple of things actually, and both of them quite diverse. One is a subject of grip, which is to do with what we call the fulcrum. Now we all know what the fulcrum is when we hold a drumstick, but some teachers have expressed a bit of surprise at the amount of variation there is in grip and the difficulties in trying to teach it and trying to make it seem not complicated. So I thought I'd touch on something called the open and the closed fulcrum. Now, from what I understand, closed fulcrum is where the fulcrum of the stick is clearly with the thumb and the forefinger. So these fingers are not forming part of the fulcrum. It's thumb and forefinger, and this is what we mostly understand, and I think what most teachers teach most of the time. So when you play single strokes and you start to use your fingers, the fulcrum is there, and if you use French timpani grip, the fulcrum is most definitely there with the thumb and the forefinger, with the thumb on top of the stick. Now, if I play a double stroke, I'm definitely using, as I demonstrate this to you, I'm using a closed fulcrum here, okay? So these back fingers are working for the bounce and the snap, but the fulcrum is there. Now, if I play a double stroke French timpani grip, again, it's the same thing. You've definitely got that going on, okay? Now, the alternative to this is what I understand to be called a open fulcrum, which is where the fulcrum is actually on the middle finger, not on the forefinger. So when I teach this, I try to explain to the student that the forefinger is completely relaxed and is really only performing a little guidance technique, stopping the stick going in that direction. Okay, so if it's not there, the stick can wobble that way, but with the forefinger there, the stick is only going to go up and down. Now, although you can see my finger is in touch with the stick, I'll do it with the other hand, no, I'll do that hand's best, it's not actually, I'm not actually holding the stick there, I'm holding it there with the middle finger. Okay, so if I take the forefinger, the ring finger and the little finger away, there you can see what's going on. I put the little finger and the ring finger back, and I've got a very flexible stroke. Now, the advantage of open fulcrum is that freedom of stick. With closed fulcrum, you have to relinquish the back fingers quite a bit to get the stick to go up and down like that, and I end up pretty much holding the stick with two fingers. With the open fulcrum, the stick has got a bit more freedom here. So I think most teachers who use the molar system use more of an open fulcrum for that. And you can play your double strokes that way too. And I feel that you just get a bit more freedom with the stick. So you get a bit more of this going on. Okay? I'm going to show you side on even. So there's a point of technique teaching. Closed fulcrum with the forefinger and thumb, and then open fulcrum with the thumb and middle finger. It's not, these are not expressions, open and closed fulcrum, that get bandied about a lot, but I do believe they're correct, and certainly a lot of drummers that you can speak to will confess to not using the forefinger so much as the middle finger. Okay, now, that as it may, it's a completely different little tip to do with a couple of sessions we've done on stepped hi-hat. We were looking at sort of thing in quads and in sixteenths and in triplets. But here's the thing. This is a little jazz application. If you play triplets like so, can play them here on the ride cymbal. So what you can do is, because you can double those notes up. Okay, but you could double them up using your 2 feet, so you're playing right, right, left, left, and then right, left. So you get this. Now, this is not meant to be an abstract exercise. It's really, it's really an extension of this. But it can be quite a nice little jazz application. So when you're teaching these stepped hi-hat ideas, here's one you can throw in. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you literally double up, but with the feet, you share it between right and left. You do it here. Of course you can. Okay? Okay, there's a couple of things to be going on with, but the open and fulcrum idea is an interesting one. If you haven't worked with that before, and if you certainly haven't tried teaching it before, do have a look at that. Okay, see you next time.